In a world obsessed with new and next, there's something quietly powerful about the past. We scroll TikTok for life hacks, ask AI for answers. But the truth is, many of the most useful, most frugal, and most surprisingly effective hacks were invented long before smartphones, supermarkets, or smart homes. They came from a time when people had to be clever, resourceful, practical, when every item had a second life and every problem had a fix. Today, we're unearthing oddly useful old-fashioned hacks. They're frugal, they work, and they just might blow your mind. Let's begin. Use a metal spoon to stop boiling over. Before we had non-stick pots with sensors, Grandma had a trick. Place a metal spoon across the top of a boiling pot. The metal breaks the surface tension, preventing bubbles from spilling over. Real-life proof? Try boiling milk or pasta next time. You'll never clean stovetop messes again. Baking soda for everything. Baking soda wasn't just for cookies. It was a deodorizer for shoes and fridges, a toothpaste, a laundry booster, a sink scrub, even a fire extinguisher substitute. 1 tablespoon could replace multiple store-bought products. Modern test. Mix it with vinegar for sink clogs or use it to whiten sneakers. Still works like magic. Eggshells sharpen blender blades. Old-school cooks didn't toss eggshells. They froze them, then blended them with water to clean and sharpen blender blades. Bonus: the calcium-rich mixture can be poured into compost or onto tomato plants. It's genius and zero waste. Newspaper for cleaning windows. Before microfiber cloths, people used crumpled newspaper and vinegar to clean windows. It's streak-free, lint-free, and shockingly effective. My grandma's windows sparkled, and she only used vinegar and last week's paper, said one viewer in Minnesota. Turn a chair backward to stretch your spine. In the 1920s, barbers and workers used backward chairs for posture relief. Sit backward with your chest against the backrest. It opens the hips and stretches the lower spine. This old hack is a lifesaver if you sit all day. Better than a standing desk? Maybe. Rub soap on zippers to fix them sticky zipper? Run a dry bar of soap along the teeth. It acts as a lubricant, loosens the jam, and gets the zipper moving again. Bonus: also works on stuck drawers or old windows. Real-life use. Try this on your winter boots or suitcases before your next trip. Rub wax on drawer slides. When drawers stuck in old wooden dressers, people didn't call a carpenter. They rubbed candle wax or bar soap along the slides. It reduced friction instantly and saved hours of frustration. Still works wonders today on vintage furniture. Flip the mattress monthly. Before pillow tops and memory foam, Grandma flipped and rotated mattresses monthly. It extended the life of the mattress, prevented sagging, and supported better sleep. Modern tip: even with today's mattresses, rotating them 3 to 4 times a year reduces wear. Use a safety pin to fix a drawstring. When a hoodie string disappeared into the hole, Grandma didn't panic. She attached the string to a safety pin, threaded it through, and pushed it along until it popped out the other end. Still the best way to rescue a hoodie or gym shorts. Put socks on a broom to dust under furniture. Need to clean under a bed or couch? Wrap an old sock around a broom handle. It traps dust bunnies like magic and costs $0. Old school cleaning equals frugal genius. Perk up wilted lettuce with ice water. Before refrigeration, if greens wilted, people dunked them in ice water for 10 minutes. The cold shocks the leaves back to life. Still works today. Try it with kale, spinach, or herbs. Fix a leaky faucet with string. Tie a string to the faucet spout, letting it dangle into the sink. The drip travels down the string silently, eliminating the plink-plink sound. Sleep-saving, sanity-saving, and kind of brilliant. Salt for cleaning coffee pots. Need to clean a stained coffee carafe? Add salt, ice cubes, and a little water. Swirl. Rinse. Salt acts as an abrasive to remove stains. No chemicals needed. Chill pillowcases in summer. On hot nights before AC, people stored pillowcases in the icebox or freezer before bed. It provided 20 minutes of cool relief long enough to fall asleep. Still useful during heat waves or camping. Lemon for hard water stains. No fancy discolors. Just cut a lemon and rub it on faucets or glass. The citric acid dissolves hard water buildup, leaving everything shiny. Finish with baking soda for extra sparkle. Coffee grounds as deodorizer or scrub used coffee grounds. Don't toss them. Put them in a bowl in the fridge to absorb odors. Use them as a hand scrub after chopping garlic. Or mix with coconut oil as an exfoliator. One Seattle cafe collects grounds for customers to take home as free compost. Smart. Bread to pick up glass shards. Drop a glass? Sweep what you can, but for tiny shards, press a slice of bread on the floor. The soft texture picks up slivers you can't see. Old school safety, still unbeaten. Sew pockets into aprons or linings. People used to sew hidden pockets into aprons, jackets, even curtains, for storing money or pins. This isn't just quaint, it's useful for hiding valuables while traveling or gardening. Olive oil to polish shoes. Before shoe polish was common, people used a dab of olive oil or banana peel to shine leather shoes. It nourished the leather, added shine, and cost nothing extra. Try it on belts, bags, and boots. Hang wet clothes to humidify the room. Dry air? Instead of buying a humidifier, people hung wet laundry indoors during winter. It added moisture to the air and dried clothes simultaneously. Frugal, eco-friendly, and still surprisingly effective. Iron clothes with a pot of boiling water. No iron? People used a heavy pot filled with boiling water. They pressed it over clothes like an iron, and it worked. This also helped steam wrinkles out of curtains and tablecloths. Use candles to find drafts. Cold room in winter? Light a candle and move it near windows and doors. If the flame flickers, there's a draft. Old-fashioned insulation trick. Still helps seal energy leaks today. Keep brown sugar soft with bread or apple slice. To prevent brown sugar from hardening, drop in a slice of bread or apple. The moisture keeps it soft for weeks. Grandmothers everywhere still swear by this. Turn old towels into mop pads. Before disposable mop pads, old towels were cut into strips and tied around mop heads. Reusable, washable, indestructible. Today, microfiber cloths are nice, but this DIY still wins on cost. Use vinegar to soften laundry fabric softener? Too expensive. Grandma used white vinegar in the rinse cycle. It softens clothes, reduces static, and removes detergent residue with zero artificial fragrance. Use a knife sharpener? Nah, just a mug. Before electric sharpeners and fancy honing rods, people used the unglazed bottom of a ceramic mug to sharpen knives. Flip your mug over, slide the blade across the rough ring at a 15-degree angle. A few passes, and you'll have a sharper kitchen knife. Real-life tip from Great-Grandma Ruth in Missouri. If your knives can't slice a tomato, they're not worth using, but you don't need to buy anything to fix it. Rubber gloves to open stuck jars, stuck lid? People used rubber gloves, rubber bands, or a strip of cloth for extra grip. Bonus old school hack. Turn the jar upside down and tap the bottom with a wooden spoon. Breaks the vacuum seal naturally. Modern-day viewers often use hot water or bang it on the counter. But Grandma's grip trick still beats them all. Turn a sweater into a pillowcase or mittens. If a sweater shrunk or tore, it didn't go in the trash. It became mittens, a scarf, or a throw pillow cover. Today's version? Thrift flip. Many Etsy sellers now recreate vintage knitwear into hot water bottle covers or cozy decor, selling for $30+. Grandma would have just called it using your head. Store soap in pantyhose to prevent waste. In Depression kitchens and outdoor wash houses, families put bars of soap inside old stockings or pantyhose, then tied it to the sink or outdoor spigot. Why? Because small bits of soap didn't get wasted, and wet soap didn't melt away uselessly. Bonus, it also made scrubbing dirty hands easier, like a built-in loofah. Flip your umbrella to collect rainwater. Yes, this happened. When rain barrels weren't available, People would use inverted umbrellas to quickly collect water for plants or chickens. In rural Appalachia, one viewer said her grandfather used 4 broken umbrellas nailed to fence posts to water the vegetable garden after storms. Functional and funny. Use a potato to remove broken bulbs. Light bulb snapped inside the socket? Cut a raw potato in half, press it into the socket, power off, and twist. The potato grips the glass and removes it safely. This quirky hack has saved many fingers and electrical calls since the 1940s. Use soap under nails before gardening. Grandma knew how to prevent dirt from getting caked under her fingernails. She'd rub bar soap under her nails before heading to the garden. It filled the space and made cleanup easy afterward. A true time saver, and a good reminder that prevention is cheaper than cure. Cross-stitch to patch worn spots. When fabric wore thin, on elbows, knees, or the back of collars, people used decorative cross-stitching to reinforce it. It wasn't just beautiful, it was practical. Real-life revival. Visible mending is now a trend on Instagram, where creators proudly show off colorful patches instead of hiding them. Use cold spoons to reduce eye puffiness. A beauty tip from the 1930s. Chill 2 metal spoons, then rest them on your eyes to reduce puffiness and soothe irritation. Today, cosmetic companies charge $30+ for eye rollers. Grandma's spoons still work and feel better. Save string, buttons, and paper clips. People didn't throw anything away. They had string drawers, button tins, and paperclip jars. One man recalled his grandmother had a coffee tin filled with elastic bands from 1950s newspaper deliveries. She never had to buy any. Today's sustainability movement? Grandma invented it. Use a sock filled with rice as a heating pad. No hot water bottle? No problem. Fill a sock with uncooked rice, tie the end, and microwave it for 1-2 minutes. Works for sore muscles, cold beds, or warming boots before heading out into the snow. Add a few drops of lavender oil and it's aromatherapy on a dime. Use chalk to prevent musty smells. In closets or storage boxes, Grandma often tucked in a piece of chalk. Chalk absorbs moisture and prevents mold or musty smells. Bonus, it works in toolboxes and gym bags too. Store seeds or electronics with rice. Before silica gel packs, people stored rice in jars to keep moisture out. It protected seeds, spices, or matches from humidity. Today, we use it to dry out wet phones. But the concept is ancient. Keep a waste knot drawer. In many kitchens, there was a special drawer filled with twist ties, rubber bands, tinfoil scraps, bits of string, leftover wax, and even broken pencils. Every item had potential future use. Real-life story. One family from Iowa built a fully insulated chicken coop using only scrap foil, cardboard, and rubber shelf liner from their grandmother's 1980s stash. Repurpose greeting cards into labels and tags. Birthday card? Cut it up. One side became a gift tag. The front image became a bookmark. The blank back became a note card. Real-life example. One frugal mom made thank you cards for her wedding using old holiday cards. Spent $0. Guests loved it. So what do all these odd little hacks have in common? They're clever, they're practical, and they're deeply human. They remind us that life didn't always run on subscriptions, plastic, or convenience. That our grandparents knew how to stretch $1 until it begged for mercy. That sometimes the best solution isn't the flashiest. It's the quiet old one that's been sitting in your kitchen drawer all along. From potato light bulb removers to rice-filled socks, these hacks weren't just survival strategies. They were acts of creativity, of resilience, of love. Tell us, which one of these old-school hacks surprised you the most? And which one are you going to try this week? And if you made it this far, you're clearly a kindred spirit. So hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more thrifty brilliance every single week. Until next time, remember, old ways aren't outdated, they're underrated.